Missile strikes confirmed. Boston, Philadelphia, Trenton, Washington, D.C., Detroit, Pittsburgh. Seattle, Portland, Charlotte, Denver, St. Louis.
Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Call Halal Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Waha Rakah Quedash. Double honors to the men who taught me this truth, the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Also, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1 again. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And Malachi, being a prophet of the Lord, has received visions of events that's going to happen in a future date. And that event that's going to happen very, very soon is the total destruction upon the soils of America. Malachi 4 and 1 again. For behold, the day cometh, meaning prophecy, that shall burn as an oven. All right. And America is going to burn as an oven by the way of 200 million intercontinental ballistic missiles being shot upon the soils of America and touching down upon the soils of America. All right. Which the scripture refers to those mighty missiles as arrows being shot by a mighty archer, which is the Most High. Now, when you read the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 3, it tells us a fire devoureth before them, meaning the missiles. And that fire that devoureth before them is the thermonuclear head. And behind them a flame burneth, meaning the thrust to propel the missile from the silo to its touchdown point, which is America. It says the land, which is America, is as the Garden of Eden before them, meaning America is somewhat a paradise before these missiles touch down. And behind them, a desolate wilderness. So that's the fate of America, to become a desolate wilderness after the missiles touch down, which is killing the cancer at its source, the cancer of the earth, all right, which the shadow government of the cancer of the earth is the wicked elites. The cancer of the earth is America. Once again, the shadow government of the cancer of the earth, which is America, is the wicked elites. It says, yeah, and nothing shall escape them, all right? So when you go back and read Malachi 4 and verse 1, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, number one, Esau, yeah, and all that do wickedly, everybody that's conformed to Esau Edom's world, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, the Lord of armies, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right, so no one is going to escape. All right, that's predestinated to be destroyed. The scripture speaks about in the book of Isaiah 54 and verse 16, it says, Behold, behold means see or look. I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So the Most High, all right, is saying, I created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Now, an ancient smith, all right, is a individual that create weapons, all right, men together by iron and fire, all right. But the modern day smiths has created also a weapon, and that weapon is the intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, so the Most High is saying, I have put the thought in man's mind to create this weapon of mass destruction. It says, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and that instrument is those missiles. And I have created the waster to destroy. All right, so the Most High have put the thought in man's mind to do this. Okay, now this is going to happen, all right, whether the people hear or forbear. And the first thing people will say, how do you merit an ancient book with a modern thing such as missiles? The scripture tells us in the book of Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5, it says, For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, such as in the ancient times when a battle was in play, all right, or a battle was taking place, you would hear the shields and the swords hitting each other, javelins, so forth and so on. All right, so for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. All right, so that's that confused noise. And garments rolled in blood. And it was nothing but bloodshed in a war. It says, but this, all right, so, but this war that's up ahead, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So why are these words in an ancient book, especially in an ancient book such as Isaiah? Why? Because Isaiah also is a prophet of the Lord, which has been given visions that's going to happen in the future. And Isaiah is speaking about this future destruction. Let's read it again. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right. So that's how we merit an ancient book, all right, with a modern instrument such as the missiles, because there is nothing that is created that got past the Most High. He is the one that put the thought in man's mind to create it. We just read Isaiah 54 and 16, all right? And due to that weapon being created, that weapon is going to destroy America, all right? It's going to totally annihilate the cancer from the earth. Revelation 18 and verse 8, it says, Therefore shall her plague come in one day, and that her is America, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. That's right. So America is going to be utterly burned with fire, never to return. All right. The cancer to the body, all right, the body being the earth and the cancer being America, is going to be wiped out. All right. And the earth is going to be back to its purest form once that cancer is wiped out. And one would say, what are y'all going to do in that day? Well, we're hastening that day. because in that day we have the greatest hope upon the planet to be delivered. The book of Judges, chapter 5, and verse 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers, all right, and what is the noise of the archers? Those missiles. It says, in the places of drawn water, which is America, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. And that's what we're doing here in America, rehearsing the righteous acts, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, go down to the gates. So this is why we're hastening that day, because we're going to be delivered in that day. We have the greatest hope upon the planet to be delivered, all right, from the arrows that shall be shot upon the swords of America, all right? And none of these arrows or missiles are going to miss their mark. Lord willing, I pray that this made sense and that this was edifying. Shalom.